when we completed the movement and locomotion part last class. Okay, great. So today we are going to start with the neural system and its function, right? So animal perform three main functions from its neural system. So what I was telling you previously, we used to call it nervous system. But in biology, the nervous system is no more in trend. So now, preferably and better way, we call it neural system. Uh, so animal perform three main functions from its neural system: receiving, processing, and responding. Right. So basically, this is the main function of neural system of any organism. Let's take don't talk just about the humans only, right? Talk about all the animals which have the neural system. So my first question is to you. We have already did that. My first question is to you. That question I've been asked. Tell me the name of animal which do not have nerve cell or neural system. The name of animal which do not have nerve cell or neural system is not present there. Twice this question I've been asked. By the way, it's a very old question, but I just want to ask you for sake of my knowledge. Come on, don't take too much time and don't search it in internet. Yes, Aisha. Pia. Come on. The animal which do not have neural system. Let me give you a hint. They are the simplest animal out of all animals. They are the simplest one. Body organization is at cellular level. Tissue system is not found through them. If tissue is not present, then how can be their nerve cell?
Sir, is it like sponges?
Yeah, sponges are there. Porifera, note it down. Oh, it is written over here. The sponges, porifera phylum. They do not have nerve system. Note down. The sponges. That is.
Sir, can you write that, sir?
Yeah, please note down. Always have a notebook and always note down points in bullet form, because you have not to give any. So what is going on in your 12th class syllabus? Yeah, and Aisha. Parallelly, you are doing the 12th class syllabus with some other faculty. Oh, biotechnology. That's very interesting part. Biotechnology is very interesting. One of the most favorite part of mine. So yes, biotechnology is equally important. And one more thing. Have you any idea? I think we have discussed. We had already discussed long back. The most
Sir, for
important.
me also biotechnology only.
Sorry, biotechnology.
Yes, sir. For me also biotechnology.
Okay, that's great. That's really very interesting. So, do you know which is the most important part in the 12th class for your medical examination? Both of you, Aisha and Fia. Where the maximum question will come. Means the part which have the maximum weightage in medical exam. This is 12th class syllabus. Idea? Any idea? Aisha and Fia? That is genetics. Genetics. Genetics will give you approximately 18 questions. Biotechnology, approximately 7 to 8 questions. Sorry, 5 to 6 questions from biotech. Directly, and they are direct questions. That is the part which have the maximum weightage. Right. Then it comes to the physiology, plant and animal, both physiology. Plant we have already done. We are doing the animal, human physiology, right? So 10 questions from each. So this is the major part. These are the major parts. So never miss this part, right? Come to the next one. So I was telling you what is the function of neural system. So first their function is receiving, right? Receiving, what does it mean by receiving? Receiving means they receive the stimulus, right? Now, what are the stimulus or stimuli? Tell me, what are the stimulus or stimuli? What are the stimulus? Touching something. Light is a stimulus, right? Temperature is a stimulus, right? So how you define this stimulus?
Sir, it's about like receiving some information, like being quick in receiving information, connecting all the things like that.
Suppose that I am teasing you without speaking and uttering any word. Is that a stimulus or not?
No, sir.
That is the stimulus. Why? Because when I will tease you, I will make different kind of the faces, right? And I'm teasing you. So what will happen? Your your neural system will respond. And if your neural system is responding, this is the stimulus. Got it? You will receive these changes from your eyes. The masses will go to your brain. And your brain will respond something on the basis of data that what he is doing. Right. And after some time, you will say something to me. You have taken the information, you have processed the information in your brain, and you have responded as well. Right. So this is the stimulus. Right. So what is the stimulus? If you want to note it down, you can note down. These are the points, just bullet form, you can note it down. Any physical or chemical change in environment against which your nervous system responds is a stimulus. Light, temperature, that is the physical change, right? Some gases composition is changing, some bad odor is coming, chemical change. So any physical or chemical changes against which your neural system responds is a stimulus, right? So there are two kind of the nerve. In short, you can note it down whatever you think that this is important for you or helpful for you. Look, there are two kind of the neurons, right? Sensory and motor. Sensory neurons are those which are taking information towards the brain in the direction of the brain. For example, I have touched any hot object or any cold object. This hotness or coldness will be received by some neuron and they will take this message to the brain. So those neurons which take masses to the brain, they are called sensory neurons, right? Then information will reach to the brain. Brain will respond accordingly and it will give the order, right? So there are another kind of the there are another kind of the wires, right? They will bring back the order, right? So I have touched any hot object, the information uh, taken by my neurons and they will take it to the brain. So those wire or those neurons which take the information to the brain, they are called sensors. And after that, what will happen? The order will come back from the brain, right? Brain will give some order and they will bring back some order and those neurons are called motor. So we have two type of the uh, neurons on the basis of functionality. Sensory which take the information towards the brain and motor which bring back the information from the brain, right? After that, there are three main function of the neural system. Receiving, they receive the information. Processing, central nervous system in the brain, they process the information and responding, they give some order. Right. So this was the basic about the neural system. So now come to this some more info. Human neural system have been divided in two main parts. Central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. In CNS, in short, we call it CNS and PNS. In central nervous system, there are two things: brain and spinal cord. Look, so this is brain and spinal cord. Because inside our backbone, there are some hole. There is a hole like or column like structure, and inside there are neurons, and we call them neurons spinal cord, right? So that is the main data cable of our body, central cable. So in central nervous system, brain and spinal cord. Now come to the peripheral nerve system. There are two kinds of the peripheral nerve system, cranial and spinal nerves. So cranial nerves are those, look, they directly originate from the brain and spinal cord, and spinal nerves, they originate from the brain only. So this is the CNS and this is the PNS. Hope it should be clear to this, right? Clear?
Yes, sir. Can you scroll a little bit up? Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
This is PNS. They directly originate from the,
Can you scroll up, sir?
okay, sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So now come to the functional part of it. Try to understand. We are talking over here about the peripheral nerves. So I have explained over here with the help of example. This is the skin, and in the whole surface of the skin, there are small neurons. They are called receptor because they receive the information, right? So these receptor receive. Suppose that there are some hot objects. These receptor will receive the information. These, there are some special kind of the nerves. I have already explained. They are the sensory nerve. They take information from organ towards the brain. So sensory nerves are taking back the information to the brain, right? There are a particular area that is called sensory area, which will take the information, right? This is the brain. After that, there are some area called motor area. After receiving the information, it will give the order. Order will come back with the help of another nerve. They are called motor nerve. Motor nerve, they bring back order from CNS to tissue, right? Look, this part which is taking information, this is important. The part which is taking in this question have been asked already. It seems easy over here, but it's confusing when you are in examination hall. Look, very simple. That part of the nervous system which take information from organ towards the brain means sensory. This sensory part is called afferent process or afferent nerve fiber or afferent system. Those which bring back order from the brain to the organ means motor part, which is bringing back information from CNS to tissues, means motor nerve. They are called efferent process. Is that clear? Afferent and efferent. In short, if you want to note it down, you can. Afferent and efferent process. Clear? Pia and Asha.
Sir, can you say the difference between afferent and efferent?
Afferent is which is taking the information towards the brain. Right. Look,
Okay.
I have touched some hot object, right? So information, this hotness of information or this sense of hotness, it will go from my hand to my arm to my brain, to backbone to brain. So this was the afferent process, taking towards the brain. Now my brain will say that if you will not pull back your hand, it will burn out. So what will happen? Now the order will again come back from brain to the hand. This is called efferent process.
Okay, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this was simple efferent and afferent process, but the question have been asked. Come to the neural part. What is the anatomy of neuron? So look, from where the question came. Question have been asked from Nissel's granule multiple times, Schwann cell many times, and sometime from node of Ranvier, right? So and Schwann cells, myelinated sheet. What is the function of myelin? Can you tell me what is the function of myelin? Very simple question. I have seen that question as well. What is the function of myelin? Look, One more question I will ask you. I have told that question to you. Neurons or nerve cell, they are the basic structural and functional unit of neural system. Means the basic cell of nervous system is neuron. And this is the longest cell, right? These cells do not divide after the birth. They just grow and increase their size or length. These
Sir,
nerve cells,
myelin is the myelin sheath, right?
right? Yes. Myelin
It
sheath,
it provides like a cover. It's like it protects it.
yes, it cover it, right? But this is the protection is not a function because neuron may be myelinated, may not be myelinated. But yes, myelin sheath means cover. Myelin sheath means the cover which is made up of myelin. Then what is the myelin? Myelin is a white color protein, and
It is
it
fatty tissue.
uh, mm, myelin increase the speed of information approximately 200 times. If neuron is myelinated, the speed of information will be more. So it will be faster. So basically, the myelinated neuron will be in a brain area, right? Non-myelinated neuron means which do not have myelin sheath or myelin covering. There, the rate of information means flow of information or speed of information will be less. So, what is the function of myelin? To increase the rate of information. Got it? That is the function of myelin. Okay. So, neuron is I have explained you the cell cycle, right? Cell cycle. So, at what stage of cell cycle they are found? Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, or some other phase, interphase. What is the stage of nerve cells? I have explained you. No, sorry, I'm sorry. I'm extremely sorry. I explained to another in another batch, not explained to you. So that is the question, and this question I've been asked. What is the I have to, but I have told you the longest neuron. Tell me, Aisha, what is the stage of nerve cell? What stage they are for? Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, interphase, G1 phase. Any idea? G1, please note down. Note down one point. Nerve cell, nerve cell are always found. Underline this statement. Nerve cells are always found in interphase stage of interphase stage of cell cycle. First point. Full stop. They never divide after birth. They never divide after birth. Full stop. If if get degenerated, if get degenerated or damaged, they do not have they do not have power of repair, or they do not have power of repair or regeneration like other cells. Full stop. So these are the property. Uh, you know that nerves are the longest cells, right? They may be up to 90 centimeters. So tell me the longest nerve which is found in human body. That I have told you in last chapter. The longest nerve of human body, it may be up to 90 centimeters. Single nerve cell may be up to 90 centimeters, which is the longest nerve of human body. It is written over here. Look, this is the longest cell. Uh, Human may have 100 billion of neurons. They never divide and they remain in interface that I have already explained you, right? The longest nerve of human body is sciatic nerve. Note down. Even this question have been asked. Sciatic nerve. It passes from our thigh part, leg part, right?
Sir,
Sciatic
is it
nerve.
like the spinal one?
No, no, not a spinal one. Basically, when I was explaining you the hip region, right, innominate joint, then I told you that sciatic nerve passes from this area, and sciatic was there. Then I told you that sciatic nerve passes, which is the longest nerve. That's why I was asking you. So sciatic nerve, it arises from yes, it do connect with our backbone, but it passes from our this uh, back part, right? So innominate bone and then go to the thigh and to the lower part of the leg. This is the longest nerve. So sciatic nerve is the longest nerve of the body. It may be up to 90 centimeters, right? Nerves is they are found in look. Now come to the this anatomy part. We divide this nerve cell in three parts. Let me give you a revision. So this part, this star-shaped part, this is called soma or body. This middle part is called axon, and third part is called root. Look, this soma or body, it has some branch-like structure. They are called dendrite. So basically, these dendrites. They receive the information from outside. Means they work like sensors, right? And they are basically afferent process. Why afferent process? So dendrite or afferent process, that you have to remember. Dendrite or afferent process. By they take the information from outside, right? And those which take the information from outside, they are called afferent process. So dendrite are called afferent process. It have a prominent nucleus, and the thing which is filled with inside like a protoplasm in this soma, this is called neuroplasm. And what are the things which are found in neuroplasm that you have to note down right now? Soma or neuroplasm have neuroplasm, nucleus, mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosome, ribosome, Nissel's granule. Number of the time the question I've been asked, which is the Nissel's granule. Basically, Nissel's granules are found in neuroplasm or protoplasm of neuron. They are the granule-like structure. It's still 100% it's not clear, but yes, most of the scientists think that their function is protein synthesis. This question have been asked multiple times, right? So first thing you note down, please note down. Neuroplasm composition, note down. They have neuroplasm, nucleus, mitochondria, Golgi, ER. Let me know when you note it down, please. Done?
Yes, sir, done.
Okay, fine. One more question. What is myelin sheath? So myelin is a type of protein. If you want to, you can note it down somewhere. Myelin is a type of protein, and what is function? It increases the speed of information. Right? That is the function. And note it down. Myelin is a type of protein. It increases the speed of information, and it is secreted by Schwann cell. That question, Schwann cell. So these black color cells are Schwann cells. They secrete this protein called myelin. So if Schwann cell are present, then neuron will be myelinated. It's covered with myelin. If Schwann cell is not present, then it will not be myelinated, right? So neuron may be myelinated, may not be myelinated. It is not compulsory that every neuron will have myelin sheath. Last part, that is called the root part. Okay, so axon have this one. Yes, one more thing. This central part, this thread-like structure is called axon, right? Axon is covered with a membrane called axolemma, right? So axolemma is a membrane which cover the axon, and the protoplasm which is found inside axon is called exoplasm, right? So axon have axolemma and exoplasm, right? uh, this is efferent process. Why? Because it give away the information, it take away the information. So this cyton is this one. Dendroids are afferent process, axon is efferent process, right? This may be myelinated or not myelinated. Fine. Axolemma you have to remember. One last thing which I want to share with you, that two neurons are most of the time two neurons are, means if they are not neuron of brain, they are not interconnected with each other, right? The root of a neuron is come into contact with at a distance, come in contact with the dendroid of another. So between two neuron there is a junction. So junction of neuron to neuron is called synapse, or sometimes people call it naps, right? Root of a neuron release a type of chemical called neurotransmitter. With the help of neurotransmitter, they transfer information between one neuron to another neuron, right? So this was all about the neuron. Tell me, is it clear or not? If you have doubt, please ask. Both of you. I shan't fear.
Yes, sir.
So there are some questions. You can go through with some question. Uh, CNS include that brain and spinal cord. The site of information processing and control, that is CNS, right? Or only brain? What should be the correct answer? The site of information processing is processing and control is central nervous system or only brain? What should be the more precise answer?
So central nervous system is the brain, right?
No, central nervous system include brain and spinal cord that we have just
Yeah,
revised.
yeah.
So
Altogether, sir, CNS. Brain, everything should be active.
So can we say that information processing also take place only in backbone or
No,
spinal
sir.
cord? No, are you sure?
We
Aisha,
can't say only, sir.
only we can't say only.
Yeah, everything includes.
What about the reflex actions? Some of the reflexes, they come back from the brain backbone only. These information do not go to brain, and the processing takes place in backbone only, right? So in those cases, backbone is the processor, right? There is a small neuron that processes that information. Okay, so the best answer will be CNS, not only brain. Okay, we'll discuss in the reflex section. We'll discuss in this chapter reflex section, right? So the best answer should be CNS. Fine. In case if brain is there, so CNS will be the best answer. Uh, Nerve fiber of PNS are two types, both afferent and efferent, right? The apparent nerve fiber terminal impulses from tissue to organ to the tissue organ to the apparent nerve fiber. The apparent nerve fiber transmit impulses from tissue to organ.
Sir, at last, can you show all the questions from the first?
Yeah. They all from CNS, PNS, right? Whatever we have discussed, they all question from there. PNS is divided into, we will discuss more in detail, right? PNS is divided into two parts, right?
Both these things, sir, autonomic and somatic.
Right. What is the difference between two? Autonomics, look, our heart pulsation will be autonomic. We cannot control it, right? So that is autonomous, right? And somatic, which we control. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Microscopic structure composed thing. Yes, that we have studied. A microscopic structure composed of three major parts: cell body, dendrite, and axon. Right. And yes, the cell body contains cytoplasm, which is typical cell organelle. Certain granules of the body are called Nissel's granule. Right.
Yes, sir. This granules.
And the function have already been asked in NEET examination at multiple times that have been asked. What is the function of Nisel granule? So you have to tick. They are like ribosomes and they synthesize the protein. Short fiber of the neurons which repeatedly and project out of the cell body also contain Nisel granules are called.
Yes, sir. Squam cells, because that is in the form of boxes. It keeps on repeating itself.
Right. True. The nerve fiber that transmit impulse toward the cell body. Dendrites, right? A long nerve fiber, digital, and which branch is called axon. So they are some practice questions you can see after the class as well, right?
So can you show the questions like slowly? I'll take a screenshot.
Yeah, sure. They are the simple question basically. Yeah, first take out of this.
Yes, sir. Down. 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 Yes, sir. Done.
Done. Okay, fine. Aisha, any doubt? So these are the simple, basically, the nasal granule part, which I said that is a question, and fine. This is the important part. From here, multiple questions are being asked. I will tell you what are the questions basically. The first and foremost questions which came, they are basically from the membrane of brain, right? Try to understand me what I am explaining you, right? Here you have to understand more and remember less, right? You have to cram less. Try to understand. So first, the protection. So this is the brain. So brain is protected under the multiple covering, right? So the first and foremost covering, that is, these are the hair. They are the shock absorber, the temperature absorber. After these hair, there are a skin, right? After these skin, there is a bone that we call cranium. We have already discussed that. What after cranium? So after cranium and between the brain, there is a liquid and some membrane, right? So these membrane and liquid, they are collectively, so basically these membrane are called meninges, right? Meninges. So meninges are the membrane which cover the what? Brain. So after the cranium, means brain box, there is a meninges. Now, first I will discuss you what is a meninges and what is their composition. You have to cram the composition and layer or sequence of meninges. Look, this is a bone. After bone, there is a first layer that is called dura mater. So dura mater is a first membrane. After the bone means after the from outside. I am going from outside to inner side, right? Then after dura mater, there is a liquid. Okay. Yeah, try to understand. This is a very important part, and you have to note down as it is, whatever written over here, right? Uh, uh, this is the question part. So there is a brain. I mean, sorry, there is a skull. This skull is known as the that is cranium. We have already discussed in last chapter. So after the cranium bone, there is a membrane. This membrane which protect the brain is called dura mater. After dura mater, there is a liquid. This liquid is called cerebrospinal fluid, right? Cerebrospinal fluid. So after this protective membrane, there is cerebrospinal fluid. After there is a net or web-like structure called arachnoid matter. This is second membrane. So first membrane is dura mater, then arachnoid matter. Even the question I've been asked where the cerebrospinal fluid is found. So cerebrospinal fluid remains filled between two membrane, dura mater and arachnoid matter. After arachnoid matter, there is a pia matter. So when you start from the outside to inside, collectively all these three membrane are called meninges, right? There is a disease called meningitis. What is the meningitis? When infection takes place in meninges, it swell up and it put pressure on the brain, and this is called brain fever or meningitis, right? And the person even dies sometime. What if due to viral infection, this membrane gets swell, right? And that is called meningitis. Fine. So this is these membrane are called. Please note down the membrane in this the same sequence quickly. I think it should be clear to you. The weight,
Sir, can you repeat that brain fever part?
brain
Which
fever,
gets
basically that is called. Let me write down. Brain, brain fever. That is called meningitis. Meningitis is an infection in meninges. It swell up meninges, swell up due to viral infection. That is called meningitis. Done. Okay, fine. Fia, done.
yes, sir. Done.
Okay. So look, the brain is remains covered with a cranium cavity. Weight of the brain is 1220 gram to 1400 gram. This is smaller in females and larger in males. it have nothing to, the size of the brain have nothing to do with the mental capability. It doesn't mean that the females have the smaller brain size, so they have the less capable like capable brain, or the male have the more capable. It doesn't mean, because why? Because we use only 1% of our brain, right? Nobody use more than that of, right? So but the size, even the heart size is smaller in female. Most of the organ are smaller in female. Why? Because the body take less energy, right? And body efficiency is less, right? Right. So that is the thing. And fine. So look, cranium, meninges. Then let's start from here. Now, brain have been divided in three parts: forebrain, middle brain, and hind brain. Forebrain means this upper side of the brain, this upper side, right? This is forebrain. This upper side of brain, this is the forebrain, and then middle brain inside that, right? And then uh, uh, hind brain. Fine. Look, so this is the forebrain part, right? And then in between, inside there is middle brain, and this the lower one part is called hind brain. Fine. Now the forebrain. So this is the forebrain part, this upper part. This is in between. This is divided in two parts, this part and this part, right? So it have particular sections, that is called, major sections are olfactory lobe, that is basically responsible for smell sensing. Cerebrum, that is thinking process. Diencephalon, diencephalon is basically that is for the processing part. Then middle brain is divided in two parts: corpora quadrigemina and crura cerebri. Right. Then further hind brain is divided into cerebellum, pons varelli, and medulla oblongata. Look here, the questions are, the most frequently asked questions are from pons and cerebellum, right? Then some question have been asked the capability of cerebrum, the function of cerebrum, right? So that you have to remember. You have not to remember each and everything. You have not to cram each and everything. You have to cram like this way. Look, this is the structure of brain, right? So this is forebrain part, right? So in forebrain, this is cerebrum. There are three glands. This is pineal gland, this is hypothalamus gland, and this is pituitary gland. So these gland are the part of the brain. So basically, pineal gland, the function of pineal gland, like it is light sensor, right? It senses the light, right? It is a light sensor, right? Then there is a hypothalamus gland, right? Hypothalamus gland is basically, this is responsible for the, this is thermostat, right? It's a thermostat. It controls the temperature, right? And there is a pituitary gland which is called master gland. It controls other glands as well, right? And look, then these are the three glands. And this is hind brain, it's a cerebellum. Look, function we will study. So this is the structure, this is all about the structure. Function we will study after this PPT. Tell me. So structure, I think it should be clear to you. What need to remember? The location of these gland, you need to remember that, where they are found. Tell me, Aisha and Fia, structure clear?
Yes, sir.
What you need to remember, what that is this membrane. That is very important, the most important part. Then forebrain. Here everything is written. So there are wave-like structure in our brain. So these downward structures, they are called sulcus, and these uplifted structure, they are called gyrus. So brain is made up of these kind of sulcus and gyrus, right? Look, frontal brain means front part. We have discussed in last chapter. Parietal
Yes.
means rooftop, right? Occipital, backside. Temporal, this temple side, right? So further, forebrain is divided into three parts: olfactory lobe, which have to do with the sense of smell, cerebellum, and diencephalon. Basically, this cerebrum is the most active part of the brain, and this is the decision-making part of the brain, right? Cerebrum is further divided: frontal, parietal, temporal, and occipital. Cerebrum. So cerebrum is basically that is the processor of our brain, right? Olfactory lobe, it have to do with the smell. Cerebrum, the largest and most complex, and divided in four lobes, right? The four lobes we have seen over here. They are the part of cerebrum. Frontal lobe. So frontal lobe is responsible for creative ideas. Look, creative ideas. Uh, Translocation means to move from here to there. Reality testing, something is real or fake. Judgment making, intellectual ability, reasoning and decision making. Emotions are controlled by frontal part. Willpower and personality, right? So that is the this emotional. This question I've been asked. Emotional is controlled by, right? And this one, reality testing and judgment. These two things have been asked. Then parietal. The function of part is parietal: touch, pain, heat, and cold. Right. Uh, it also decides the position and shape. Right. Uh, it take the information from environment, and it communicate to the rest part of the brain. Right. That is the function of parietal. And the temporal lobe. It is it defines the temporal lobe: sound and language. This question I've been asked. Sound and question. It also responsible for smell and memory. So memory is controlled by temporal part, right, and emotions too. Occipital, visual information, shape and color. Means this occipital directly take the information from eyes, right? Diencephalon. So the part of diencephalon you need not to note down, but here the part of diencephalon is hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is a gland which is responsible for thermostat. Means it control the temperature of body temperature, right? Like suppose that temperature outside temperature is down, right? It's minus. So what will happen? Shivering will start, right? Your skin will shrink, right? Goosebump will come out. So that's how it will conserve the temperature. So that is controlled by hypothalamus. Suppose that outside it's very hot. So what will happen? The skin will get expand, right? And sweating will come out of the skin, right? So that's how it controls the temperature. It maintains the 37 degrees temperature. So behavioral activities: appetite, thirst, and satiety. What is the satiety? Satiety is the state of feeling like fullness, right? A state of satisfaction. Or you have eaten something and you got satisfied that yes, now my stomach is, my tummy is full, right? That is satiety. So feeling of satisfaction. So that comes from this appetite, thirst, and satiety. It is controlled by diaphragm, right? Respiration and heartbeat is also controlled by this part. So these are the function of front brain. Tell me if you have any doubt. Ask me. We'll keep till this point.
So can you scroll a little bit up?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir, down.
Done?
Yes, sir, done.
So next class we'll start from midbrain and hindbrain and we'll complete this chapter, right? We'll do one question. Fine. If you have any question for now, ask me please. Any doubt, any question?
No, sir.
So
Sir,
revising
from very long back, I am asking the biology notes, sir, but I wasn't able to get it, sir.
biology note, like what kind? The link of this PPT? Are you getting the link?
Yeah, the overall link of the PPT, sir. Like I got it from physics, sir, but I haven't got it from you, sir.
So who is the contact person for you here? Who you
Uh,
are contacting? What is the name of his or her?
no, I don't know I don't know her name, but
What is
we
contact?
just
What is the contact number? If you have contact,
contact number is 93102
93102.
84958.
Okay, 84958. Yes, fine. So look here, you will get the. You can do one thing. Uh, Drop the message on this number. Definitely, this is the common number from of our team, right? Multiple people are
Yes.
interacting with you, right? So here, what you have
Yes.
to do, you have to write down the name of the chapter and my name, right? You want the PPT link for the uh, body movement and all that because uh,
Actually, all the initial chapters I want, sir, because initially I
yeah.
wasn't
So what?
attending an exam also.
Yes. You know what they are not understanding, because there are some people who are not from the biology background. Right? They are the people who are in contact with you. They are basically from the or operation team, right? So there are
Yes,
some
sir.
from the maths background, or there are some from the biology, different background, right? So you have to tell them the name of the chapter, right? So drop a message that you want notes from the for the human physiology part, right? Or write down the name of the chapter. Got it?
Sir,
Got
can
my
you
point?
just say me what all are the chapters done, like overall, like in
Look,
this NEET? I'll just
Lee,
note down, sir.
look. We have started from the starting only. Here we have started from the uh, from the first chapter only, from 11th, right? 11th, I have taken the 11th chapter, right? 11th syllabus, and we have started from the initial only, right? Got it?
Yes,
So,
sir.
so I am following the sequence of the this.
If you can just show, please present it, sir. I'll take a screenshot of it.
This one. Okay. Chapters. The name of
Yes, sir.
that is not, that won't be visible to you. You
Okay,
take
sir.
you take the NCRT. Look, take the NCRT. We are following the same sequence of 11th class NCRT. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Hmm. That's what we are doing. So
So
we
we'll
have
finish it